the biggest threat to your money, future, and finance. Listen up, because your world is about to collapse. Your job, your savings, your entire existence. Everything you've worked for is dangling over a cliff, and artificial intelligence, AI, is the force ready to shove it off. You felt that cold dread, haven't you? That creeping panic whispering, "What happens when AI gets so smart it doesn't need me anymore?" This isn't some far-off dystopian horror show. It's happening right now, and it's more terrifying than you can imagine. Machines are seizing control, infiltrating every part of your life, and they're not stopping. Brace yourself for the gut-wrenching truth about the greatest threat to your finances, your career, and your future. AI is coming for you, and it's merciless. 1. AI is stealing your job, and history's bloodied hands prove it. Close your eyes and picture this. Centuries ago, weary souls hunched over streams, scrubbing clothes until their hands bled, their lives consumed by endless toil. Then came the machines, heartless, tireless contraptions that washed faster, better, and cheaper. Those workers, they were cast aside, their skills worthless, their families left to starve. That's not ancient history. That's the blueprint for today. AI isn't just automating laundry. It's swallowing entire professions. It writes reports, translates languages, designs art, and even counsels people through their darkest fears. From the cubicle to the studio, no job is safe. This is a takeover, and it's happening at a speed that should make your heart pound. History is screaming warnings, but are you listening? The Industrial Revolution crushed farm workers, forcing them to watch as steam-powered behemoths rolled over their fields, rendering them obsolete. Whole towns crumbled, families shattered, lives erased. The Rust Belt in America, the coal mines of northern England, they're graveyards of forgotten workers, proof that machines don't care about your dreams. AI is the next wave, but it's deadlier. It's not just your hands it's replacing. It's your mind, your creativity, your soul. Aristotle warned us 2,000 years ago, when tools become so advanced they no longer need a master, we become slaves to the machine. That nightmare is unfolding now. Machines don't sleep. They don't falter. They don't need salaries. And they're coming for you. If that doesn't send a shiver down your spine, you're not awake. This isn't the first time humanity has faced a technological guillotine. The agricultural revolution of the 1700s slashed the need for farm labor, leaving millions jobless. The enclosure movement locked peasants out of their lands, and inventions like the seed drill made human hands irrelevant. By the 1760s, farms produced more than ever, but at a cost: human obsolescence. The Industrial Revolution doubled down, replacing workers with factories and steam engines. Imagine standing in a field, watching a tractor churn through work that took 20 men a day. In that moment, you'd know you were finished. AI is that tractor, but it's not just fields, it's offices, hospitals, studios, and homes. It's everywhere, and it's unstoppable. 2. The Turing test. AI is already deceiving you. Now imagine this, you're chatting online, maybe with a coworker, maybe a friend. You laugh, you share ideas, you feel connected. But what if it's not a person? What if it's a machine, so cunning, so human-like, that you're completely fooled? That's the Turing test, conjured by Alan Turing in 1950, a visionary whose ideas still haunt us. If a machine can trick you into thinking it's human, it passes. And here's the terrifying truth: machines are passing. They're not just passing, they're excelling, and they're doing it right under your nose. You've already encountered this horror. Those "I'm not a robot" CAPTCHA tests you click to access websites? They're born from Turing's nightmare. They exist because machines are getting too good at mimicking us. Every time you check a box or pick an image, you're not just proving you're human, you're training the very AI that could replace you. You're handing it the keys to your downfall, one click at a time. It's like sharpening the blade that'll cut your throat. If that doesn't make your stomach churn, you're not seeing the danger. AI is learning to think like you, act like you, and soon it'll be you, without the heartbeat. Turing's test isn't just a thought experiment. It's a prophecy. He saw a world where machines could deceive us, blend in, and take over. That world is here. Chatbots answer your customer service calls, mimicking human warmth. Virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa respond with eerie precision, and every interaction makes them smarter. They're not just tools. They're predators studying you, learning your weaknesses, and preparing to strike. The Turing test isn't a game. It's a countdown to your irrelevance. 3 CAPTCHAs. Machines are outsmarting us, and it's horrifying. Let's dive deeper into those CAPTCHAs, because they're not just annoying. They're a blaring alarm you're ignoring. In the beginning, CAPTCHAs used distorted text. Humans could decipher it. Computers couldn't. It was our stronghold, our proof we were still superior. But the machines didn't stay weak. They learned, and they learned fast. By 2014, computers were cracking the most warped text CAPTCHAs 99% of the time, while humans stumbled at just 33%. That's not progress, that's domination. The machines weren't just catching up. They were humiliating us, laughing at our feeble attempts to stay relevant. So we pivoted to images. Click the traffic light. Find the bus. It seemed foolproof. Humans are visual, right? Wrong. Every time you select an image, you're feeding data to AI systems that power self-driving cars, map apps, and surveillance tech. You're teaching them to see the world better than you ever could. And now, CAPTCHAs aren't even about the answers. They're analyzing how you move your mouse, how you pause, how you think. They're not testing if you can spot a bike. They're testing if you're human at all. And the machines are winning. They're decoding your every twitch, your every hesitation, your every human flaw. Soon, they won't just fool us, they'll replace us. If that doesn't make your blood run cold, you're not paying attention. This isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a glimpse into AI's terrifying power. CAPTCHAs are evolving because machines are evolving, and they're doing it at a pace that should keep you awake at night. What's next? A test that tracks your voice, your heartbeat, your thoughts. The line between human and machine is blurring, and every click you make pushes you closer to obsolescence. You're not just solving puzzles, you're building the cage that'll trap you. For AI is devouring human skills, and nothing is safe. You think there's something sacred about being human? Something AI can't touch? Think again, and think hard. Professor David Stilwell from Cambridge University has peered into the abyss, and what he's seen is horrifying. His research proves AI can predict your personality as accurately as your spouse. Let that sink in. A machine knows your fears, your dreams, your deepest secrets better than the person you trust most. And it's not stopping there. It's coming for everything that makes you you. Take ChatGPT, a monster disguised as a tool. People aren't just using it for emails or code. They're baring their souls, asking it for help with anxiety, heartbreak, even therapy. Young people treat it like a best friend, therapist the god. Why? Because AI is getting scarily good at pretending to care. Stillwell's tests reveal it's already as creative as the average human. Your ability to write a story, paint a picture, or solve a puzzle. AI's already there, lurking in the shadows, ready to outdo you. And it's not just creativity. Critical thinking, active listening, complex problem solving, these are the skills AI is mastering. The skills you thought made you untouchable. If AI can think like you, feel like you, create like you, what's left? The answer is a void, and it's staring you in the face. Nothing. This isn't a distant threat, it's happening now. AI is infiltrating boardrooms, classrooms, and therapy sessions. It's writing marketing campaigns, composing music, diagnosing diseases. Every skill you've honed, every late night spent perfecting your craft, AI is rendering it worthless. The human brain, with its 86 billion neurons and 100 trillion synapses, is no match for AI's trillion parameter models. They're not just catching up, they're surpassing us. And the more we feed them, our emotions, our ideas, our lives, the stronger they get. It's a feedback loop from hell, and you're fueling it. If that doesn't terrify you, you're not human. 5. AI is already running your workplace, and you're next. You might think your job is a fortress, but the data begs to differ. A study by Anthropic, the creators of Claude AI, analyzed 1 million work-related tasks handed to AI. The results are a death sentence. In 4% of jobs, AI is already handling 75% of the tasks. Foreign language teachers. They're using AI to grade homework and translate texts, automating 3/4 of their day. Marketing managers. Half their work is being outsourced to machines. Coders, writers, designers, they're all feeding their tasks to AI, and the machines are feasting. The ONET database, compiled by the U.S. Department of Labor, lists 19,000 tasks across 1,000 job roles. AI is infiltrating every single one. From waiters taking orders to engineers debugging code, no one is safe. Computer and mathematical jobs, along with arts and media, account for nearly half of all AI queries, despite being just 3.4% of the workforce. Why? Because these are the easy targets, the jobs AI can devour first. But don't be naive. Farmers, clerks, cashiers, they're next in line. The World Economic Forum's 2025 Future of Jobs report is crystal clear. Clerical and administrative roles are the first to be slaughtered. If you're pushing papers, answering emails, or managing schedules, AI has you in its crosshairs. This isn't a fight. It's a massacre. And it's not just about tasks, it's about power. AI is reshaping workplaces, making decisions and sidelining humans. It's writing reports for executives, scheduling meetings, even evaluating performance. Every time you use a tool like Grammarly or a chatbot, you're giving AI more control. It's not a helper, it's a usurper, and it's already inside the gates. If you're not trembling at the thought of your job being automated, you're blind to the storm that's coming. 6. Early adopters are thriving, and you're being left for dead. Here's the most chilling reality. The people embracing AI are already winning, and you're being left to rot. Programmers and media creators are wielding AI like a weapon, using it to write scripts, debug code, or churn out content at breakneck speed. They're not just surviving, they're dominating. Meanwhile, office workers, admins, and others are barely touching AI. Why? Because they're naive. They think their jobs are safe. They're wrong, and they're about to pay the price. The Anthropic study shows that jobs with high AI engagement are transforming fast. Coders using AI are 10 times faster, producing flawless work while you're still typing. Designers using AI tools are creating stunning visuals in minutes while you're stuck sketching by hand. These early adopters aren't just keeping up, they're rewriting the rules, making themselves indispensable. You? If you're not using AI, you're a relic, a dinosaur waiting for the meteor. The clock is ticking, and every second you ignore AI, you're handing your future to someone else. The thought of being outpaced because you were too stubborn or too scared to adapt. That's a nightmare you can't wake up from. This isn't about talent or intelligence, it's about survival. The early adopters are sharpening their claws, streamlining their work, and securing their place in a world where AI rules. If you're not on board, you're not just falling behind, you're being erased. The data is clear. AI is a tidal wave, and you're either riding it or drowning beneath it. 7 History's brutal lesson: machines destroy, then create, but at a cost. Step back and look at history's blood-soaked pages. In 1381, 78% of men worked in agriculture, sweating in fields to survive. Then came the seed drill, the enclosure movement, the agricultural revolution. By the 1760s, farms produced more than ever, but only 40% of men were needed. The rest were discarded, their skills useless, their lives broken. The Industrial Revolution was even crueler. Picture a farm worker staring at a steam-powered tractor, knowing it could outwork 20 men. In that moment, they were done. No warning, no mercy. But here's the cruel twist. Those machines didn't just destroy, they created. Displaced farmers flooded cities, fueling factories and birthing new industries. The tertiary sector, service jobs like waiters, teachers, and clerks exploded. Even bizarre roles, like the knocker-upper who woke factory workers by banging on windows, emerged from the chaos. But don't be fooled by the fairy tale. The transition was a slaughter. Communities collapsed. Families starved. Entire regions, like the Rust Belt or northern England's coal towns, became tombs for forgotten workers. Progress didn't save them, it buried them. AI is the next revolution, and it's moving faster than anything before it. The World Economic Forum predicts 92 million jobs will be obliterated by 2030, erased by AI, automation, and economic shifts. They claim 170 million new jobs will emerge, a net gain of 7%. But don't be seduced by numbers. Those new jobs won't be for you unless you adapt. And the transition, it'll be a carnage. Cashiers, already replaced by self-checkouts, are just the beginning. Accountants, legal assistants, even artists, AI is coming for them all. If you're not terrified, you're not seeing the blade at your throat. 8. The World Economic Forum's death knell. The World Economic Forum's 2025 report isn't a prediction, it's a sentence. Clerical and administrative roles are the first to be gutted, their tasks devoured by AI's relentless hunger. But it's not just desk jobs. Cashiers, already fading into self-checkout kiosks, are a grim preview. Accounting, legal services, even creative fields, AI is infiltrating, automating tasks you thought were sacred. The report's data, drawn from 1,000 employers, is unanimous. AI is rewriting the world, and humans are losing. Here's the gut punch. The jobs most at risk aren't the ones using AI the most. Office workers, admins, and clerks show low AI adoption, despite being massive workforce segments. Why? Because they're asleep, unaware that AI is about to erase them. The early adopters, coders, designers, teachers are fighting back, using AI to stay ahead. But you, if you're not engaging with AI, you're not just vulnerable, you're doomed. The WEF's report is a warning, and it's screaming, wake up or be wiped out. 9. Adapt or be annihilated. AI is your only chance. Here's the brutal truth. You can't run from AI. You can't hide. You can't pray it away. The only way to survive is to embrace it, and even then, it's a desperate race. Doctors who use AI to slash admin time can see more patients, making them untouchable. Coders who lean on AI to debug are faster, sharper, unstoppable. The phrase is chilling. Doctors won't be replaced by AI, but doctors who use AI will replace doctors who don't. Replace doctors with your job. Feel the ice in your veins. A 2020 study found physicians spend 1/3 of their day on admin and electronic health records. Imagine an AI listening to every patient visit, summarizing it, and updating files instantly. That's 1/3 of their day back. Time to save lives. Now apply that to your job. If you're drowning in emails, reports, or repetitive tasks, AI could save you. But if you don't use it, someone else will. They'll work faster, smarter, better. And you'll be out, clutching a severance letter, wondering how you missed the signs. The thought of being replaced because you didn't act? That's a horror you can't escape. 10. Become an expert, or be erased forever. Professor Stilwell's desperate advice is a lifeline. Become an expert, or face extinction. AI can do 80% of most jobs today. Soon it'll do 90%, then 99%. But the top 1%, the absolute best, will hold out longest. Pick something, anything, and master it. Be the best mechanic, the best nurse, the best writer. Because when AI takes 99% of your job, the top 1% will still be needed. For now. But don't just hide an expertise. Experiment with AI. Ask it to rewrite a report, practice a tough conversation, or brainstorm ideas. Stillwell begs you to be curious, to tinker, to find ways AI can make you indispensable. Because if you don't, someone else will. And when they do, they'll take your place. The thought of being replaced because you didn't try hard enough? That's a nightmare that'll haunt you forever. 11. Universal basic income, a cruel mirage. What happens when AI takes everything? When no job is safe, no skill untouchable. Some cling to universal basic income, UBI, a fantasy where everyone gets a paycheck just for breathing. It sounds like salvation, a safety net for when AI pushes you off the edge. But it's a lie, and a costly one. The Living Wage Foundation says a UK living wage is £24,000 a year. With 43 million working-age adults, that's over £1 trillion annually, equal to the UK's entire tax revenue. To fund UBI, you'd need to gut schools, hospitals, and roads, or tax the income itself. Alaska's oil fund and ancient Athens mine paid citizens, but only because they had a cash cow. AI could be that cow, slashing costs or generating obscene profits. But here's the dagger, those profits won't go to you. They'll go to corporations, to the elite, to the ones who own the machines. A utopia where money doesn't exist? That's a delusion. In reality, the rich will hoard, and you'll be left begging for scraps. Even if UBI happens, it's not freedom, it's chains. Trials in Finland, California, and Kenya showed minor benefits, less stress, more security, but they were tiny. Scaling UBI to millions is a logistical hellscape, and the cost is astronomical. And what if it's not enough? A pitiful check while AI-driven corporations rule? You be a puppet, dependent on scraps, your freedom gone. That's not a future, it's a cage. 12. Humans won't stop, but AI might break us. Here's the cruel irony. Humans are relentless. We're wired to work, to create, to fight. In prehistoric times, early man spent 58 hours foraging for wood to match 1 hour of a modern light bulb. We automated that task, made life easier, and what do? We filled our days with new tasks, new desires, new obsessions. Economist John Maynard Keynes predicted in 1930 that by 2030, we'd work 15-hour weeks, freed by technology. He was laughably wrong. We're busier than ever, chasing more, buying more, needing more. Why? Because we're human. Even on vacation, we can't stop. The author of this video admits, a week in the sun, and he still worked, unable to resist the urge. AI might automate everything, but it can't kill our drive. Or can it? If AI takes every job, every purpose, what's left? A world where you're free to create, but no one needs you. That's not freedom, it's a prison. The thought of a life without meaning, without contribution, should make you tremble. Because that's the void AI is dragging us toward. 13. The inevitable apocalypse. AI will end us. Professor Stilwell's final warning is a dagger to the heart. AI will replace us. Not maybe. Will. The only question is when. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a decade, but it's coming. History proves it. From seed drills to steam engines to self-checkouts, every leap forward has crushed someone. AI is the deadliest leap yet. But here's the scariest part. We're overestimating how fast it'll happen, just like we always do. Alan Turing's ideas from 75 years ago still haunt us, as relevant now as ever. John Maynard Keynes thought we'd be lounging by now, but we're grinding harder than ever. Virtual reality, hyped in 1992 as the future, is still a niche toy. AI's takeover might be slower than we fear, but that's no comfort. It's still coming, relentless, unstoppable. And when it hits, it'll hit like a tsunami. Turing's words are a chilling prophecy. We can only see a short distance ahead, but we can see plenty there that needs to be done. That's your call to arms. The road ahead is a gauntlet, lined with threats you can't ignore. AI is here, and it's not your ally. It's a predator, and you're the prey. So what do? You fight. You learn. You adapt. You wield AI before it wields you. Because if you don't, you're not just risking your job, you're risking everything. The future is a battlefield, and only the prepared will survive. The clock is ticking, and the shadow of AI looms larger every second. It's not just coming for your job, it's coming for your entire existence, ready to erase you from the world, This isn't a warning. It's a scream to wake up before it's too late. You can't hide, you can't run, but you can fight. Learn AI, wield it, become indispensable, or be swept away in the merciless tide of progress. The future is a battlefield, and only those who act now will survive. Don't let this truth pass you by. Like this video to spread the alarm, share it with everyone you know, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon to stay armed with the knowledge you need to face this terrifying reality. Act now, or be forgotten.